Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think they're definitely clubs you could get a benefit from, because you hit the ball well. If your driver was as far, I mean, some of your drivers are going over 150 there with minimal roller toys. It's mud out there, to be fair. So if you're getting 150 with that, if your next club is a 5-iron, that's 20, 30 yards you're sacrificing, which doesn't sound a lot, maybe around Lanishan, but on holes where if you could get there, rather than going, if you get it driver and then maybe a 5-wood or a 3-wood, that might then leave you a wedge or a 9-iron to the green, as opposed to in a 5-iron, slightly miss-hitting, and you're going to the 5-iron again to go.
Yeah.
I put my mind on the fact you could hit a green with a 9-iron, with a 5-iron, it's almost like half a shot you're sacrificing each time. So one thing I would say though, in terms of the setup, I think what we want to try and do, if this is kind of slightly too far away, that's slightly too close. Kind of somewhere in the middle where we're looking for. So ideally, get the spine angle, lean over the ball a bit more, and maybe your legs a smidgen further back there, okay? If you sort of see where your feet are in relation to the mat, the ball's kind of roughly, maybe a little bit further over this side, okay, to be fair, but look how much further your feet are back there on the joint of the mat compared to there. There's a bit of a play about with that distance. This is probably a slightly better setup of the two, but the swing was worse on this one, okay? And you'll see the difference in this swing there when you go back. Same sort of good backswing you're making there. Top of the backswing, absolutely fine. Now from here, the arms start working out too far towards the golf ball, arms a long way away, and the club now you can see coming from a very, very sort of out to in angle, big gap between your arms and your body there, okay, kind of just lunging and throwing the club at the golf ball. Whereas this one, where we said about keeping the arms more connected, the hands you can see working down a bit more, that right elbow now at this position, a lot more. Look at the direction that club is swinging from.
I can see, that's it, isn't it?
Look at that impact position there compared to... I mean, that's just a much more connected position. There's a big reach for that golf ball over there. And when you reach, obviously, if your arms kind of start in this position and then reach out there, the club starts from here and goes out here somewhere. It's going to get further. And then, of course, then you're trying to then compensate, because if you stay out there, well, you miss the golf ball. So to hit the golf ball, then you start moving back up and away to hit it. And, yeah, you might make a reasonable contact, but at 60 mile an hour trying to go there and out and up and down, it's 1 in 5. It's not going to be, again, consistency. And you said yourself, the first one's bad. She goes back in the golf bag, never to be seen again from the round of golf. Okay, so we can get a little bit more of a consistent angle into the golf ball, so your club's kind of go more this way rather than out there. This was a sort of slightly smaller sort of swing through. But if you look at this golf ball as it goes down the range there, lovely strike, very straight. Probably went about sort of 75 yards in the air, compared to this one where you did a full swing and you sort of topped it 30 yards on the ground. That's the fuller move we're looking for, okay? There's a lot of good in this left-hand one. The only issue was that movement there. But that just goes to show, again, how important impact is. I would say if you look at the two things here now, if we were comparing both swings, that wins at setup. Backswing-wise are kind of sort of nothing really different. Let me say a little bit longer there, okay? That wins in terms of length of follow through on the left hand side, but the impact on this was far better. So that one you topped about 40-50 yards, and that one about 70 or 80 yards. So we improved the backswing on the right hand one and improved the follow through and the setup. To that on the left, you're looking at 110, 120, that kind of distance, which is something you can actually sort of play with then. And then some of the par fours that maybe you just can't quite reach now, you can reach into or get certainly closer into. So rather than going with a 6 or a 5 or a 7-iron, you go with a wedge or a 9-iron or a chip on the green. So okay,
brilliant.
So yeah, so don't feel as though you're trying to sort of suck the arms into your body. It's not sort of just think where your arms hang down at setup, they're kind of connected into the body there. There's no reach out here, okay? You're trying to return back to a similar position back into the body here, not the lunge again. Okie dokie?
Lovely, thank you.
Excellent.